Hello, everybody. As you can see, I'm starting a new piece. Started this actually, the pencils I started on Sunday. Remember, last Saturday was the art auction on Shay's channel. And Rini had done a Tetsuo for the auction. And I was like, you know, I think I'll do my own Tetsuo piece. So I sat down here. I looked up some images up online and just made my own Tetsuo piece. So you can see I got it worked on them. Right now I'm just doing the background. So and that takes long time to do the dots, create that feeling of a zipatone screen. But I think that this works well with the character because we all know him from Japanese manga. And of course, uh, Japanese manga used zipatone heavily. So that's why I just think it looks well with it because uh, Japanese manga, most of it is in black and white. It wasn't until it started coming over to America, and of course, American audiences wanting color, that we were introduced to it being colorized. In fact, if you look at the original Akira, Steve Oliff, I think it is, who will be at the HeroCon, he did all the coloring for Akira when it showed up in the United States. So, um, so yeah, I just thought it was doing the dots along with Zipatone. I thought would work very well. So, and I just did a little bit of the hair here. I figured for you guys, I would do the blending of the, so you can see how it stands out against the very fine dots creating. I would say this is about a 10 to 20, more like a 10% zip screen if I was using Zipatone. But I'm not, I'm just using the dots. So, but yeah, I'll have this available for the next art auction, which I believe Shay said is the of 13th of July, I think it is. So I'm looking forward to being on it again. I'll have to make sure that I notify her that I want to be on it. In fact, Shay, if you're watching this video, I want to be on the 13th for the art auction. Leave me a comment in the leave a comment in the video if you're getting this video, if you watched it, because I am going to tag you on it. So, but no, Shay and Sai, I thank them a lot for what they do to have create that auction for us. So, but along with this, what I'm going to do is also I'm going to have a series of uh, images that are trading card size as sales goals. So, like this piece, because of the size, it's going to be starting at $20. But like if we get to like $30, because remember, at 25, I'll just automatically throw in uh, the the uh, the scat ash can, so that way the cost of shipping's lowered. And then for like $30, I'll start with the art cards. So I might still do the gift cards that I have. That's all my own artwork of the lighthouses. Might still include them, but I'm trying to up the value of the bidding by having art cards also available. So, but but yeah, I mean, this is just the area. I think what I'll do is for you guys, you know what? I'm gonna keep working with this until the nibs dry, and then I'll go over and I'll start with the hair. So here we'll keep it as you can see, how it's just slow. It's just the slow process of applying the dots, and you don't want to put too much pressure on the nib. You all just want to place it against the paper, place it against the paper, place it. So you can see how it's a very small dot. In fact, you guys here, let me. I have to go fast, I think, for you guys to be able to really see it. Because if I go like that, I don't know if you guys can really see the dots. So, but by moving faster, you can see them. So, um, real quick before I get into deep in this video, remember Camelot is racing in Michigan today. He's up at Flat Rock Speedway. I'm hoping he does well. He got himself, I think it was like he finished 11th at Kansas, which I think is where, no, I can't remember where, I can't remember where he raced. Oh, it was Nashville. So it's hard to catch the races when they're not on FS1, but I know it's harder because I have trouble finding when it's on Flow Racing, which is a YouTube channel. So, but I hope Camelot does well. While I'm on the chat, I'll probably be using my other pad to see if I can find the race, so I can follow the race while I'm doing the show. If I don't, I don't. Oh well. So, but so you remember tonight is the chat with Danger Vanessa, and per usual, we don't know what the topic is until the show starts. So we'll wing it. Plus, also the chat lots of times determines what we talk about. So, and that's the nice thing about the show. It's not necessarily whether we have show notes. It's just more along the lines of if the chat goes in a certain direction, we go along with it because they're the ones that make the show. So, okay. So that nib is almost done with ink. So let's clean it off. So this week the professionals were on Aaron Lepresti's channel, and they were talking about black and white books, their favorite black and white books, and those guys are really pulling out the old stuff, which I appreciate. A lot of the stuff that they did, I wasn't necessarily completely aware of. Like when Graham brought up that Vampirella book, I was like, oh wow, I've never seen that before, but I never really followed Vampirella. So, okay, so let's see here. Okay. Just go in with the dots. Just go in and put row after row. And you see how I did it over here. And you just keep doing the rows, and they fill themselves in. So, but yeah, so they were doing the black and whites, and I started thinking about like what black and white books do I really like? Because when I got into comics as a kid, it's like I had to have color. It wasn't until like later I really started to appreciate black and white. Even once I started learning, uh, like even when I was like at the Kubert school, still even though I was like learning about black and white and the power of black and white, still I never really embraced it until afterwards. My all-time favorite black and white piece, or black and white book, I should say. Whoop, see, you gotta be careful. Favorite black and white book is Mark Schultz, what's it called? Xenozoic Tales. And it's available on Flesk Publications. When I spotted that and discovered Mark through Flesk Publications, I got the Xenozoic Tales omnibus, which is all of his stories, and it's all one together. It's all black and white, very well done. I really do enjoy the book, and I go through it a lot. Even John's Long Box, he did uh, Xenozoic Tales as a book review that he did on. He does book reviews on Sunday mornings, and he did it. I can't remember whether what he showed was a black and white version of it or whether he did the or whether he did color. I don't recall. I do remember when I was watching it, going into the chat and saying how and pointing out, hey, that they do have that available. Yeah, see him. So he was. The impression I got when he read my comment was he was unaware of that. So yeah, I'm having issues with this, primarily because I'm talking to you guys. So, but okay. You know what? We're just gonna stop the hair. We're gonna stop working with the hair right now. I'll go over here because I gotta do work on his arm here, or not his arm, underneath the pecs here. So, and then after that, one of my favorite books was I forgot this when I was in high school. Was the Aliens, the original Dark Horse Comics Aliens miniseries? Mark Nelson did the artwork. I can't remember off the top of my head whether it was Duo Shade or whether it was Zip Tone or Ink Wash, but it was very heavily detailed with a lot of textures. And for me as a kid, that was the first time I was really introduced to it, and I was really surprised at how good it was. So, when I got it as a. I went to my local comic book store and they had it available. In fact, I remember I was going on one of those like weekend field trips with my in biology, and I took the book with me. And so when everybody else was like bored on the bus or on the way down uh, or chit chatting away, playing cards and such, I was sitting there reading the book. So, and I enjoyed it very much. In fact, that I'll be right with you. It was that, and then it was also it was uh, Ben Dunn, Ninja High School, and Tiger X. Those were the ones that I think I bought and had with me on the field trip to read. So, and again, Ben Dunn, it was kind of like an Americanized manga, but I still liked it. So, so those were like my first introductions to black and white was through that. So, but and then after that it was like John Byrne when he did his OMAC series, which was in prestige format, and that was in black and white with duo shade. Which again, I didn't even know what duo shade was when I got that book. I just thought it was so good, and I was really like, wow, and really, really was impressed with it. So, and it wasn't like I said. Then afterwards, when I discovered duo shade, I was never really good with duo shade. Had issues because part of it also I think was because I was still blinded by color art and how you produce the black and white artwork, but then you use color to fill it in. Whereas now, if I color something, I want the colors to be as flat as possible. I want the black and white image to really tell the story. So, but so no, those are my favorites. And then of course, there's always manga. Like I said, when I introduced to Akira, it was in uh, color, so I didn't really grasp the black and white, the power of black and white artwork in that until uh, Gray, which was a manga comic by I won't butcher the name, so I'm gonna apologize. Yoshisha Tagami, And then the creator of Akira, he also did another one called Legend of Sister Sarah, which I really did enjoy also. And that's where I really started to discover how they really, the line work's really simple, and they really go to town and do zipatone heavy to kind of give you that, to create the textures and to create the tone. So, but yeah, those are my favorites when it comes to black and white. So, I mean, remember as a kid, yeah, the Conan was available, but Conan's like I would look at it, but it's like, A, it was pretty brutal. B, I kind of had when I was at the books, when I was like at the newsstand, because it was so graphic with nudity. Uh, I would pick it up and I'd be flipping through it, and I would see the nudity, or the someone would see me looking at it and then yell at me because like you're not allowed to be looking at that. It's got titties. You can't see that. So I never really got into the black and white Conans until, I mean, I knew about them later, but afterwards it was one of those looks like I was so involved with other stuff. So a lot of the artists who really cut their teeth on Conan, I didn't follow it. So now let's just go in here with some here. So I did get Inglorious Rex. It has arrived. I will be. It will be. I want to say probably tomorrow. I will do a review. When I do my review tomorrow, as with all my reviews, I am going to be try to do it so it's spoiler free because there's a lot of people that still haven't gotten their copy, and I don't want to ruin it for them. So, but I really did enjoy it, and I'll go in depth about what I liked about it when I do my review tomorrow. So, if you watch the chat tonight on Danger Vanessa's channel, I'm sure I'll probably talk about it some. So, yeah, what I'm having to do here is I have to differentiate between dots here versus the dots here. I can't have them blending too much. So you just got to go stronger with your darks here. So, and I don't know what I'll do. If I might just leave these dots here at this level, I might do more with it. I don't know. So we'll find out. So, but yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to not do the hair when I'm doing the video. So, but sorry about that, guys. But there's always going to be plenty of work to do. It just, I try to do the interesting stuff like the hair or whatnot. For the videos, you might have that more enjoyable than listen to me ramble on while I put in these dots for a nice gray tone. So, but tune in tomorrow to see the progress, and then you'll have the opportunity on the 13th to bid on it if you want this piece. Like I said, it's on Danger Vanessa's channel. I'll include Shay's link in the description so that way you can follow her for when the art auction begins. Okay, so you guys all have a great day. I know I'm having a great day, but I also acknowledge that there will be times when life is stressful, and when life is stressful, you just take it all one dot at a time.